Oh, hey everyone. We did not get an intro. I am so sorry about that. Let's play that right now. And there we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the Crypto Sherpa Show, where I cover the latest cryptocurrency news articles to keep you up to date. And we got some upgrades, new camera, new mic. So hopefully everything's sounding great and looks awesome. But what's going on in the Bitcoin crypto space today? We touched $70,000 twice, once over the weekend and the other time not too long ago. Here we take a look at the Bitcoin chart. This is just a couple hours ago where we peaked. Actually, we came close. I think Bitcoin Magazine logged in a $70,000 price range, but CoinMarketCap showing a 69,900. So we had to pump up, but then prices went down. I wonder if that had to do with the news of Harvard switching over their Bitcoin ETFs to an ETF one. So that's going to be a news article we're going to be covering in a little bit. But yeah, so let's take a look at the weekend chart. So like I said, we touched 70,000. We had a pump starting from Friday. So it was like, okay, this is nice. Are we making the turnaround? And still no. So we still have not flipped that bearish or that bullish line yet. So prices, I think, can still go down. But I'm still bullish on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies just in general, because it's pretty funny now that cryptocurrency trading is now an esport in Korea. So yeah, in Seoul, South Korea, cryptocurrency trading is an esport where competitors leverage trade and meme trade in tournaments. Wait, can we play some audio? Oh yeah, we can hear this. But look at that. You got the big screens up there. Let's turn the volume back down. You got the big screens up there and like two players going at it. It's like, okay, we're going to make my trade here. I'm going to leverage this, or I'm going to use the dollar. Like, this was pretty crazy to see. So interesting to see like the world of esports gaming instead of just being like a Call of Duty, Fortnite, or all those other things. Now we got cryptocurrency trading a part of that. So I thought that was pretty interesting to share with you just as a fun little tidbit of news. But what else is going on in the crypto space on Twitter? Let's see. Bitcoin Magazine posted just a fun fact. Over 95% of Bitcoin's 21 million total supply has been mined, leaving only 1,009,606 Bitcoin left to be mined out there. That's digital scarcity at its finest. So just be really aware of that. As the time goes on, that number is going to continue to shrink. Currently, we have 3.125 Bitcoin that gets released every 10 minutes on average. That's Bitcoin's block time. And and by 2028, that's going to get cut in half to 1.5, and then 2032, another half will be 0.75, and then so on until the final Bitcoin's mined. But again, like Bitcoin is getting scarce. We still got players out there still buying more of it, like Michael's Strategies, like implying they're about to make their 99th purchase. So yeah, Strategies Michael Saylor posted in his Saylor tracker chart with the caption 99 greater than 98, implying an imminent 99th Bitcoin purchase event. So since he started, he's purchased 98. He purchased Bitcoin 98 times. And every time he posts this chart by the next day, so tomorrow, I guarantee it, we're going to get news on he bought more Bitcoin. Now, what price did he get it out? That's going to be my biggest thing that I really want to know, because he's always buying the top. So if we were at 70,000, I'm going to be shocked if tomorrow we get an article saying Michael Saylor bought the dip because Bitcoin's dipping right now. But then we look at his purchasing price and it was $75,000. Like, I was like, how is that possible? Bitcoin didn't even touch that price. So we'll see what his purchasing price is at, because this is probably going to happen tomorrow. That's a little prediction out there. Too bad there's not a poly market bet on that. Like, what price did Saylor buy his Bitcoin at? That'd be a bet. But yeah, so Michael's strategy still buying. Again, that's just leading on to the Bitcoin scarce, and we still got big players out there buying more. And let's see, who else is, like, speaking of big players, like getting involved with just cryptocurrencies and blockchain. Looks like we have Charles Schwab is hiring a senior product manager to lead its digital asset and stablecoin initiative. So this is the product manager digital asset stablecoin from Westlake, Texas, Chicago, Illinois. So looking for quite a couple of people. Their pay range will be $165,000 to $230,000 yearly. And their application deadline is February 25th, 2026. So that's just a couple of days away. It says your opportunity at Schwab, you're empowered to make an impact on your career. Here, innovative thought meets creative problem solving, helping us challenge the status quo and transform the financial industry together. Now, we believe in the importance of an in-office collaboration and fully intend for the selected candidate for this role to work on site in the specified locations. Now, Charles Schwab's digital asset business unit is building a crypto offering for retail clients. This offering will complement and integrate with an existing extensive range of products at Schwab, including our trading platform, research and analysis tools, award-winning educational resources, and financial news and content network and services and relationships tailored to trader client needs. Now, within digital assets, this opening reports into the product team that is accountable for various crypto client experiences and services, including account enrollment, money movement, crypto trading, and crypto transfers. So this is the position Charles Schwab is looking for right now. And again, the deadline's there. If you feel like you're appropriate for it, throw in an application. Go for it, guys. So yeah. Again, like we got more places and people, institutions, like, yeah, offering crypto roles now. They got to get involved because they can't just push it away anymore. So, yep. So we're getting some more jobs hiring there. Even though, what was our job rate? Like, did we have a loss in job in the job rate? I didn't see those numbers. I can't remember. But yeah. But okay, what else is going on Twitter news? We got Kevin O'Leary won the $2.8 million defamation case against crypto influencer BitBoy Crypto. So Kevin O'Leary comes out victorious, which kind of made sense, and I kind of thought that was going to happen. And that is not a lovely photo of Ben Armstrong. So yeah, sad to see where that took place and everything. He was a big influencer back in the day, but yeah, times and fame did not see them well. Just saying. But yeah, so he lost, and yeah, people are in the chats going, does he even have 2.8 million? And Grok was like going, no. So that's what's happening there. If you're just curious about that lawsuit case, because I think we reported about this like a year ago, or maybe even 2. So it's been a while. So it looks like it's finally over. And lastly, in Twitter news, CoinGecko reveals its most searched altcoins out there. So CoinGecko has revealed the top 15 most searched altcoins on its platform in recent hours, a snapshot of where retail attention is flowing. The list includes a mix of tokens that have recently posted strong price moves. So it kind of makes sense. If the price moves action, those coins are going to get searched up. So, but if you're curious on like what people, the common folks are looking at, this is the number. So number 1 is Bitcoin, yeah, of course. Number 2, BitSensor. 3, Pi Network. Interesting. I personally never had any faith in that project. I just never even got involved. But I know a lot of people have been. So Pi Network number 3. Solana's number 4, Hyperliquid 5, Pepe 6, Sui 7, Venice Token 8, and then we got Caspa, Ethereum, Layer 0, Pippin, Virtual Protocols, Near Protocol, and Pudgy Penguins being number 15. So it makes sense that it's a lot of the common coins out there that, again, like not common coins, but big name coins. So they're still being searched up. People are still looking into it. I'm not sure if it's more on like just checking their pricing because they got in at the higher time. But yeah, but I still have hope that we may have a turnaround this year. Again, like I got two predictions, like where it's just either the 4-year cycle is still just going to continue on because it really feels like that, or like I had the prediction like last year, like where times are new and like our bull run was kind of just delayed a year. So there's still that hopium around the third corner or after the first half of the year, maybe we get that turnaround and a huge pump and maybe some type of altcoin rise. That's a hope. So there's always hopium, but it does feel like the 4-year cycle is just going to continue on again this run through. But hey, I do love that there is a lot more adoption taking place. But what else is going on in the news? Let's start off with a few news articles I have for you. First up, we got MetaPlanet revenue jumped 738% as Bitcoin generates 95% of sales. So MetaPlanet reported about 40 million in operating profit, but still recorded a 619 million net loss amid the Bitcoin price drop. So Japanese public company MetaPlanet reported explosive revenue after pivoting its business around Bitcoin, with the cryptocurrency now accounting for most of its operating activity. According to its fiscal year of 2025 earnings report, revenue climbed to an 8.9 billion Japanese yen from 7 million a year earlier. Now that's a 738% year-on-year increase, and the surge followed the launch of the company's Bitcoin income operations. They said we launched the Bitcoin income business in Q4 of 2024. And since then, this strategy has become our primary revenue source and is expected to remain a core driver of profit growth, the company wrote. Now, a revenue breakdown shows about 95% of total income came from Bitcoin-related operations, largely generated through premium income from BTC options transactions, and the company only began this segment in late 2024, replacing traditional business lines such as hotel and media activities as the core of its financial model. Now, here's the FY 2025 revenue chart. We launched the Bitcoin income business in Q4 2024, and since then, the strategy has become our primary revenue source and is expected to remain a core driver of profit. So, yeah, it looks like Bitcoin income business taking over 95% now. Q3 was this 82% just hotel and media, 121.7 was still there, then 104. So that level stayed the same, but Bitcoin, like since Q4, it has grown significantly. Now, Bitcoin's price drop pushes Metaplanet into loss. So operating profit reached about 40 million, but the company still posted a net loss of roughly 619 million. Now, the loss stemmed from accounting rules. Since Metaplanet holds large Bitcoin reserves, it must reflect price swings on its financial statements, and more than 664 million valuation drop erased the year's operating income. Now, the company has aggressively accumulated Bitcoin amid the business shift. Holdings increased from 1,762 Bitcoin at the end of 2024 to now 35,102 Bitcoin by the end of 2025, making it the largest corporate Bitcoin holder in Japan. Now, the company has also raised more than 3.2 billion in capital since adopting its treasury strategy. Now, Metaplanet described its model as a long-term Bitcoin treasury approach, aiming to acquire and hold Bitcoin permanently to hedge against fiat currency's dilution and benefit from long-term value appreciation. Now, the company expects growth to continue next year, forecasting revenue of about $104 million and operating profit of $74 million. Now, Metaplanet CEO reaffirms the Bitcoin strategy despite the market sell-off. Earlier this month, Metaplanet CEO Simon Gurovich said the company will stick with its Bitcoin-focused approach even as the broader crypto market undergoes a sharp downturn. In a post on X, he stated there would be no shift in direction despite recent volatility. Last month, the company also approved an overseas capital raise of as much as $137 million to expand its Bitcoin holdings and reduce debt. Now let's go back to that Simon Gurovich tweet. Like, what did he exactly say? I got that for you. And so just in, Metaplanet activates equity strategy to accelerate its massive Bitcoin accumulation. So they are still going to be buying up more, even though there's a dip. So Metaplanet is deploying a multi-tier preferred equity strategy, including its Mars Class A and Mercury Class B structures to aggressively scale its Bitcoin treasury, targeting 100,000 Bitcoin by 2026. Now, despite current unrealized losses, CAO Simon Gurovich says there is no change to the long-term accumulation plan. So, yep, so they're still going to be buying it. They're going to be just, again, it's kind of like they're taking the Bitcoin they have and like slicing the cow like in many different ways that they're getting so many ways to make profit off of it rather than just worrying about price action if it goes up or it goes down. So they got a plan together and they're going to stick to it. Now, what else do we have in the news for you? I think this what's caused the Bitcoin price dip that we saw right here. Like, see, we're at the peak and then boom, what just happened? I think what caused it, or the news what's shaking the market, was this news on Harvard rebalancing crypto exposure and trims its Bitcoin, but buys into Ethereum. So, what does Ethereum's price action look like? Did it go down to, Ethereum went down to, so even though Bitcoin, they sold their Bitcoin, switched over to Ethereum, Ethereum's down just as much. So, interesting. But let's go through this article to hear about their decision. So, Harvard management company HMC, the investment arm of the Harvard University's endowment, reduced its stake in a major Bitcoin exchange-traded fund by roughly 21%. Now, Harvard rotates into Ethereum as Bitcoin ETF holdings shrink 21%. So simultaneously, HMC established a new multi-million-dollar position in Ethereum ETF, according to a quarterly 13F filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The filing, which discloses Harvard's U.S.-listed equity holdings as of December 31st, 2025, shows that the endowment cut close to 1.5 million and shares of the iShares Bitcoin Trust compared with previous quarters. Now, despite this reduction, Bitcoin remains HMC's largest publicly disclosed holding, with a report market value of approximately $265.8 million at a year end. Now, in a notable strategic move, Harvard initiated a new position in the iShares Ethereum Trust, acquiring about 3.87 million shares valued at an estimated $86.8 million during the same period. And this represents the university's first publicly disclosed allocation into Ethereum-linked ETFs. Now, while the filing primarily highlights the adjustment in digital asset ETFs, it also shows broader shifts in HMC's publicly reported equity holdings, including both increase and reductions across major tech and industry names. However, the crypto position, even after trimming, remains among the most significant individual line items disclosed. So, yes, I wonder what they're feeling about Ethereum. Are they taking word from Tom Lee or Tom Jones? Like, he's predicting like the bottom right now. So, like, say Tom Jones. No, is it Tom Lee? Tom Lee from Bitfarm from Bitmine. Let's see. They hold the biggest ETF holdings, or not Ethereum holdings, but let's see. He called the V shape. Let's just go for Tom Lee's. Let's just type that in. Let's see. Where is Tom Lee? So yeah, Bitmine's Tom Lee said an Ethereum treasury company can increase one's holdings. Nope, that was 4 hours ago. Staking and selling volatile. Sat down during consensus Hong Kong about crypto with a dip. Bitmine's investment. Well, there was some posts out there where Tom Lee somewhere, like his name just keeps getting thrown out there so much just because he got into Ethereum. But he was saying that he believes like this V-ship, this price dip is like the done. It's a turning point, but I don't think so. But also speaking about Ethereum, isn't Ethereum staking at all-time high? Let's see. Let me take a look at that over here in the Twitter space. Let's see. From 15 seconds ago, from when Dara Mudasser, Ethereum is testing a long-term spending trend line, the fourth 10-year expansion. Let's see. I know there had to be something. Ethereum all-time high. Let's talk about Ethereum staking. That's the direct news I want. I should be asking Grok this instead of just looking in the chart. Revive staking Ethereum. So, because I thought I heard somewhere that Ethereum staking was pretty high, but I guess I'm missing that piece. So, well, if I find it, I'll share that news with you. But yeah, so Harvard kind of feels something. They just making a play. So maybe they think Ethereum will outperform. Maybe they do feel it's the bottom right now. So they're getting some Ethereum and just think it's going to outperform Bitcoin. And if so, that's a strategy they're going to take a hold of. They're going to hold. Me, I'm just going to keep buying Bitcoin because that's one I want to keep holding. But let's see. I got one more news article for you guys. I know, short day. There really was not that much news going on, so sorry. But looks like a crypto service platform, Nexo, is about to relaunch in the United States. So this is like bullish news for just good moves on America. Because at first we used to stifle the innovation out there. We want to push companies away that use cryptocurrency. So no one wanted to do business here. Like that was definitely during the Biden era. And now since we had Trump come in, there's been a lot of changes going on in the White House around crypto, and now it's getting a little bit more friendly with laws and bills getting placed. So we got this company Nexo finally deciding to come back because it doesn't feel so hostile anymore. So let's hear about this journey and what's going to be taking place soon. So Nexo exited the United States in 2022, citing regulatory hostility toward the crypto industry from federal and state financial regulators. So Nexo is set to relaunch its digital asset services and crypto exchange platform in the US on Monday, more than 3 years after it left the market following battles with federal and state regulators. Now citing improved regulatory clarity for digital assets in the US, the rebooted Nexo platform will offer flexible and fixed-term yield programs, a spot cryptocurrency exchange, crypto-backed credit lines, and a loyalty program for US users. Nexo head of communication Eleanor Genova told Cointelegraph that the platform's trading infrastructure will be provided by Bakkt, a US-based digital asset platform focused on serving institutional clients. Genova says specifically that Nexo's US offering is structured through partnerships with appropriately licensed US service providers. Certain services are made available via a third-party Securities and Exchange Commission registered investment advisor, which provides advisory services under applicable U.S. security laws. Now, here's the photo of Paul Atkins. Let's see. Current SEC chairperson testifies to Congress. The SEC has made a pro-crypto regulatory pivot under Atkins' leadership sources in the U.S. Committee of Finance. Okay, so yeah, they're really just showing a photo just because when he's been helping make a lot of changes go on with the crypto space, less hostile. Again, he is really pushing the Clarity Act very, very hard right now. But again, we need to make those changes because the banks and exchanges are still butting heads right now, and they just cannot push that forward. So, but he is definitely pushing for it to go. He's definitely pushing for it to go by, and he needs like both sides to agree. But the new U.S. operations will be based in Florida and run by a management team to be announced soon, according to the company. So Nexo's coming here to Florida. Nice. Now, Nexo's first announced plans to re-enter the U.S. during an exclusive event in April of 2025, which featured Donald Trump Jr., the son of U.S. President Donald Trump, as a keynote speaker at the event. Now, Trump Jr. described crypto as the future of finance. Now, in a little history, 2022 exit cited regulatory uncertainty under Gensler's regime. Okay, so not the Biden era, but the Gensler regime. Yeah, that was another one stifling innovation. But Nexo left the US market in December 2022 during the depths of the crypto bear market, citing the hostile regulatory posture toward the crypto industry under the leadership of former SEC Chair Gary Gensler. Now, here's Nexo's tweet on today. We are announcing the regrettable but necessary decision that Nexo will be phasing out its products and services in the United States due to a lack of regulatory clarity. So that was their post back on December 5th, 2022 when they left. Now, the company said it had decided to exit the US out of a necessity after engaging in good faith conversations with US state and federal regulators over 18 months that did not move the needle. It is now unfortunately clear that to us that despite rhetoric to the contrary, the US refuses to provide a path forward enabling blockchain businesses. Now, the company said at the time that Nexo's crypto earn program, which allowed users to earn compounding interest on selected cryptocurrency loaned to the platform, was a major point of contention between the SEC and the company. Then in January 2023, Nexo agreed to a $45 million settlement with the SEC over failing to register its interest-bearing crypto rewards program with the regulator. The company also settled a $22.5 million multi-state security settlement related to the earned interest program. Now, the company shuttered its crypto earn program for US users 1 month later. Now, Washington continues to mule the crypto clarity. Nexo's market reentry comes amid efforts in Washington to pass a bill defining how U.S. market regulators will police crypto. The House passed a similar bill, the Clarity Act, in July, but the effort has stalled at the Senate Banking Committee and has yet to gather enough bipartisan support to advance it. Now, White House crypto advisor Patrick Witt said on Friday that both sides must compromise on the issue and push for passage before November's midterm election. Contributing to the stalemate are concerns voiced by crypto industry executives, which U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent believes that they have negatively impacted the industry, and he told CNBC on Friday. Now, a White House brokered meeting last week between crypto and banking industries representatives to reach an agreement on stablecoin provisions, the market structure bill, and it was described as productive, but still remains unsolved. So they had a meeting last week, but nothing came from it. Just saying it was productive discussion, but that's it. So yeah, but it's super cool that Nexo is coming back to America. Welcome back as we continue to work on making this country a little bit still more crypto friendly. So hopefully we get some clarity soon, and once that passes, then I really truly do feel like prices will start going back up again. I feel like that's what's halting our price from continuing to go up. I feel like it's a catalyst point. I feel like if we get it, that's going to be very, very bullish and change the narrative. So yeah, so that's what I'm hoping for. But I want it to go through correctly, not bad, because right now it's just not so good for crypto. But that is it for the news. Let's take a look at our fear and greed index. We're at a 12 right now, so definitely we're moving up from our all-time lows. I can't believe we touched a 5 there. Bitcoin is still currently sitting at 67,800. Looks like it's kind of making a little leg up from that little bit, from that total sideways angle turn. Look at that. That's quite a bit of an angle just going down there. Technical is out there showing a strong sell on trading view. Oscillator is showing neutral, and the moving average is a strong sell. So all the marks are screaming sell. But let's take a look at the 200-week moving average. Where are we at here? Let's see. So moving week is up to 58,289. So that one's moving up. And whoa, it looks like our 50-week moving average is going down to 99. So Bitcoin still got some ways to go to reach this line, and I feel like once it does, that too as well is a turning point and a turning point for the bullish to bearish narrative out there. So yeah, so that is it, everyone. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope everyone has an awesome day today. I will be back tomorrow with some more crypto news for you. Hopefully we got some more articles. Again, I spent an hour and a half just browsing through everything. It was like there is nothing to share, nothing to new, same old, and just opinions. It's like, I want news, not opinions out there. So I tried, but that's what we have in the news today. Hope everyone has an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow.